Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 3 in the NFL preseason right now with Joe Duffy. We're going to cover Tennessee and Atlanta, and Joe Duffy has very generously covered a ton of games with us this preseason, and in Week 3 he's covering all 16 games. I have high hopes for his returns this week. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
All right, thank you, Peter. Yeah, we have been working a ton this week. We're going to have a great week, and we're going to have a great football season.
All right, I really appreciate it. Now, there's a Tennessee-Atlanta, an interesting line, and, I think I have a pretty strong opinion on this, and we'll see if you agree with it. But again, my opinion seems to disagree with the early line move. Before we get into it, give a quick plug for offshoreinsiders.com in case anyone is ready to sign up for you after watching this video.
Yeah, no, and we handicap college football as well. Remember, the regular season starts next weekend, next Thursday, and we're going to have plenty of college football winners. We dig deep, not just for the higher conference, the higher profile teams, I should say, but the so-called mid-majors, the smaller conference teams. We're going to dominate college football as well. 27th year in the business with my picks public at offshore. Well, not obviously all 27 years at offshoreinsiders.com, but currently my home is offshoreinsiders.com.
Tennessee at Atlanta. Now, Atlanta's a 3-point favorite, and that line seems to have been getting bet up. It's very juiced. And, Atlanta, the deal with them, first of all, Matt Ryan is, settled at quarterback, right? He has nothing to play for or prove in the preseason. And last year, their season was ruined from injury. So with this game, you got to assume that the only thing they really care about is coming out of it healthy. They don't need Matt Ryan to play a lot or to prove anything. Tennessee, has a new coach, Wisenhunt, trying to get him up to speed, get all the players acclimated to the new systems. So I'm thinking Tennessee has a lot more to play for than Atlanta. Giving them 3 points at an underdog line, I think, is the way to go. But the market has bet against that so far. What do you think? Tennessee +3 is the play?
Yeah, no, you might be able to get them 3.5 some other places. I didn't know. My play, again, here is going to be on the total. Okay. I like the under. Okay. Atlanta does have, obviously, some good weapons. They're getting healthy. Julio Jones is practicing. He made his debut last week. He looks like he's going to be healthy. But as far as the depth is concerned, Atlanta, Drew Davis, he caught 12 passes for 216 yards and 2 touchdowns last year. He actually started 3 contests with all those injuries. He's going to be out. So especially in a game in which teams are going to go 2 units deep, that's a fairly big injury. The Titans are strong on both lines, but at quarterback and wide receiver, they are pretty thin. And the Falcons' backup quarterback, it's been very shaky. T.J. Yates would seem to have been a guy who would make a great backup quarterback. He obviously started some games in Houston when Matt Schaub went straight down the toilet and showed that, he might even be somewhat capable of starting in this league, with the very least a good backup, but he struggled. Now he's in a little bit of a battle with Sean Renfree, but nobody seems to be winning that job. But with the Titans pretty thin at the quarterback position and the backup quarterback, remember that the Titans could also be without their backup quarterback, Charlie Whitehurst. This Jake Locker, I like to joke about quarterbacks like this. I guess this is Locker's 3rd or 4th annual make-or-break year. I used to be high on him. I'm not so much anymore. And if Whitehurst doesn't play, Zach Mettenberger is going to come in. So, the backup quarterback position for both teams is shaky. I might argue that the starting quarterback position for Tennessee is shaky. Neither team with a lot of depth at wide receiver, especially with Davis out, so I think the under is actually the play.
All right, makes a lot of sense to me. The total right now, 44. Under 44 is what Joe Duffy is recommending in Tennessee, Atlanta. Thanks so much, Joe.